Hi everyone, and welcome to Huawei Datacom MWC Online. Today I'm here at Huawei's Campus Network exhibition area, and with me is Daisy Wang, who is the Senior Product Marketing Manager of Huawei's Campus Networks. Hi Daisy.
Hi Sam, welcome to be here.
Thank you very much, it's a delight. So what would you like to share with everyone today?
Well, you know that 5G and Wi-Fi 6 have been quite hit topic recently.
Absolutely.
And the 5G is tend to change the society, and while Wi-Fi 6 is changing the enterprises. So today I'm going to introduce how Wi-Fi 6 transformed the enterprise.
Okay, yeah, I mean I've heard about 5G changing society, but I have to say this is the first time I've heard about Wi-Fi 6 transforming enterprises, so I'm really excited to find out how.
Right, so I'm going to introduce through these three scenarios.
Okay.
How Wi-Fi 6 transformed workplaces, how Wi-Fi 6 transformed the production and services.
Okay.
So to start with, we're going to go into the workplace first.
Brilliant.
Well, even in the workplace, you know that there are different scenarios. We have an open office areas, we have a mobile office areas, and we have intelligent conference rooms, right? So let me introduce the open office area first. Well, you know that nowadays, actually, people in the office are quite struggling with the Wi-Fi.
Right,
you know why? Because more and more people are using 4K desktop videos, and more people are using VDIs, and you know that both applications require quite high bandwidth. For videos, it's requiring 50 Mbps, and for VDI, it's even higher. It's requiring 70.
Okay. I mean, I've had some very similar experiences in the past when I'm at work and I'm trying to have a video conference. And it seems because the connection is not very good, it's either cutting out or just a very poor experience.
Right, because currently most offices are using Wi-Fi 5.
Okay.
And Wi-Fi 5, it just can't support up to the high bandwidth. That's why we need Wi-Fi 6. So for Wi-Fi 6, actually, we got some innovative technologies like an OFDMA and an ATAR MU-MIMO. So in this case, actually compared with Wi-Fi 5, it can support a lot higher bandwidth. So it can support 4K video smoothly, and also VDIs as well.
Excellent.
Okay, so we just look into the open office area, and then I'll take you into the mobile office area. So you know that in mobile office areas, people are just walking, chatting, and then making phone calls, right? So with the Wi-Fi 5 networks, actually you will find a problem. When you're roaming from one AP to another AP, your service just got disrupted. And also when you go further, you will find there are some blind spots where you cannot connect to the Wi-Fi at all. So in this scenario, you know, how can we solve these problems? Actually, with Huawei Wi-Fi 6, we got a unique technology, which is our smart antenna. So with a smart antenna, you know, that the signal can track where the person is. So you won't find that there are any blind spot at all. And also, when you're roaming between the APs, you know, we got a technology which is actually from 5G. We call it soft handover. So in this case, there won't be any interruption when you are roaming between the APs. So here you can see how the handover happens between the APs and how the signals track the person.
So obviously she's now walking much further. She can go into that quiet area and she still has signal. So I mean, how much further can she go?
Well, it can actually increase 20% of the coverage. So you know that compared with Wi-Fi 5, actually, it's a lot better. And even compared with the industry Wi-Fi 6, we are 20% better. And then I'm going to take you into the intelligent conference room. Well, so you know that in the conference room, there are actually different devices that connect to the Wi-Fi. You got laptop, you got projector, you got pad, you got mobile phone. You might have tens of devices need to be connected to the Wi-Fi. And also, you might have video conferences, and also you might need to have information or images synchronized between the devices. So all these applications need a lot higher bandwidth. But with Wi-Fi 5, the same. It's going to struggle with the bandwidth.
And so how exactly can Wi-Fi 6 overcome these?
So with Wi-Fi 6, the same with the technologies that we mentioned, OFDMA and MU-MIMO, it actually can provide a higher bandwidth. And besides, we also have a unique technology called intelligent application accelerations. So in this case, it can ensure that crucial application runs smoothly.
So for example, I'm making a video call, I can make sure that video doesn't cut out.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and then I'm going to introduce how Wi-Fi 6 transform production.
Okay.
So for the productions as well, there are different scenarios.
Yeah.
And there are intelligent production line, there are augmented warehouse, there are AR-assisted training classrooms.
Okay.
And let's start with the intelligent production line.
Okay.
So in the production line, there are massive cars.
Yeah.
And each car needs to upload quite a big software, which might be like 50 gigabit.
Yeah.
And it will take like 30 minutes if you're using Wi-Fi 5.
Okay, so that's pretty inefficient.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
But with Wi-Fi 6, it's going to be a lot faster. It will take only 4 minutes for all 14 cars to upload the software.
Okay, that's a big improvement.
Yeah, definitely.
And are there any other scenarios in the production line where it helps?
Yeah, sure. So that there are also cameras installed to check the quality of the cars. And because it needs to record all the details, so actually the camera needs to upload quite high data, quite a lot of data as well. And it can be like 700 Mbps per camera.
Okay.
So that that at the same time it can be like 5G roughly.
Yes, okay.
Right.
So how does Wi-Fi 6 compare?
So with Wi-Fi 6, that because compared with Wi-Fi 5, it provides a lot higher bandwidth. So in this case, it won't be a problem for a Wi-Fi 6.
Okay. And so in total, that's going to be about 5 gigs per AP. So is that something that all Wi-Fi 6 can support?
No, not really. So look at the speed of Wi-Fi 6. You will find that for the industrial Wi-Fi 6, in theory, it can support up to 5.9 Gbps, but it's only in theory. So it's actually bandwidth going to be like at 2.5 Gbps.
Okay.
So in this case, it can't really support up to this scenario.
Okay.
While with Huawei Wi-Fi 6, we are the only vendor who can support up to more than 10 gig.
Wow.
And for its actual bandwidth going to be like 5G roughly.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be a problem for these scenarios. Okay, then let's have a look at the augmented warehouse.
Okay.
Well, that inside warehouse, there are actually massive AGVs running everywhere.
Yeah.
And all these cars, they're actually quite sensitive with packet loss and latency.
Yeah.
So with the too many packet loss or too high latency, it's going to cause low efficiency and interruption as well.
Okay.
So how to address this problem?
Yeah.
You need a Wi-Fi 6 as well.
Okay.
So with Huawei Wi-Fi 6, actually, we can achieve 0 packet loss.
0 packet loss?
Yeah, to keep this car running smoothly.
Okay, and how do you achieve 0 packet loss?
Well, actually, we have a unique technology called the smart radio.
Yeah.
This is also a technology from 5G. So this is also the same soft handover between the APs.
Okay.
So there won't be any packet loss.
Okay.
And with the zero roaming, we can actually raise the operation efficiency by 36.
Wow, that's a big improvement.
Yeah. Okay, so the last scenario of the production is an AR-assisted training classroom.
Okay.
Well, nowadays, actually, a lot of manufacturers are training their staff with an AR.
Yeah.
But that AR, it's actually requiring a quite high bandwidth and a lot lower latency.
Yeah.
Well, with Wi-Fi 5, that it can only support up to like a 20 meg per station, and also the latency is as high as 30 ms.
Okay.
So in this case, that too high latency is going to cause dizziness of the AR users, right? So how Wi-Fi 6 addresses problems? So again, actually there are unique technologies, which is an MU-MIMO and OFDMA, which provide a lot higher bandwidth. That MU-MIMO and OFDMA are actually standard technology defined by Wi-Fi protocols.
Yeah.
But Huawei is the only vendor who can coordinate MU-MIMO at the same time with OFDMA.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, so in this case, it can even provide a lot higher bandwidth compared with the industry standard Wi-Fi 6.
Okay.
And also, as we just mentioned, we have a unique smart radio technology and intelligent application accelerations. So in this case, it can reduce the latency to less than 10 milliseconds.
Okay. And I'm guessing this kind of AI-assisted training can be used in many different scenarios.
Yeah, sure. Nowadays, like primary schools or even high school, they're all using AR, VR technologies to training their students. Okay, so the last we're going to introduce how Wi-Fi 6 transform the services.
Okay.
So here we're going to take an airport as an example. So as well, that in the airport there are different scenarios.
Yeah.
We have a check-in hall, we have a VIP lounge, and we have a departure lounge,
Okay.
right? So let's go into the check-in hall first.
I've just thought of something actually. I was at the airport just a few weeks ago, and these days you have those electronic boarding passes. And I was in a bit of a rush and I thought that would be a much quicker way to check in.
Right.
And it was taking ages to load up. It was so annoying.
Oh, that's too bad. For the check-in hall, actually it's a bit complex inside. That there are a lot of interference and the place is just too big.
Yeah.
Even if you have installed a lot of APs, but still you cannot ensure the coverage, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes you just can't do anything with Wi-Fi.
Right.
But with Wi-Fi 6, you can just smoothly address this problem.
Okay.
Yeah. So that Wi-Fi 6 we just introduced, it got a smart antenna, so the signals can track where the user goes.
Yeah.
So in this case, it can always ensure the experience of the user.
Wow.
And meanwhile, it can reduce the roaming latency by 80%.
Wow.
Okay, and then let's go into the VIP lounge.
Okay.
Well, you're much familiar with VIP lounge, right?
Yeah, I've been a couple of times, and to be honest, I've been very impressed with how comfortable it is. There's nice sofas and food and things, but one problem I've had, I'm often trying to get some work done when I'm there, and even just sending an email can sometimes take forever.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, the VIP lounge is more like a cozy office because all the people are just on business.
Right.
Some are sending emails, some are having video conferences. But with Wi-Fi 5, that you can just not ensure the experience for every user.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Wi-Fi 6 can provide a lot higher bandwidth.
Yeah.
And a lot better experience compared with Wi-Fi 5.
Okay.
Yeah, so using the technology of MU-MIMO and OFDMA we already mentioned.
Yeah.
So the fancy technology we have here is the software-defined radio.
Okay.
Well, this is also a unique technology from Huawei.
Yeah.
That for a normal AP, it got two radios, one for 2.4 gig and one for 5 gig.
Yeah.
But for Huawei, we can split the 5 gig radio to two independent radios.
Okay.
So in this case, one AP works in actually a 3 radio mode to provide a higher bandwidth and a lot better performance compared with a normal AP. So in this case, you can definitely ensure the experience of email sending, file loading, video conference.
Very impressive.
And let's go into the departure lounge.
Okay. Okay, departure lounge. I'm guessing we're talking about the seamless roaming here.
Well, not really. We're actually talking another problem,
Okay.
which is the advertisement board.
Right.
When you're in the waiting lounge, you will find out that there are different type of advertisement lounge,
Yeah.
and they are kind of like refreshing this board time by time.
Yeah.
And it's quite complex to deploy a wide board because you will need to dig and deploy the cables.
Right.
So most of the airports, they're currently using a wireless board.
Okay.
But that with this huge board, actually, it's loading like an 8K videos. So the advertisement is going to be quite large, and it will take a long time for it to load with the Wi-Fi 5.
Yeah.
But with Wi-Fi 6, it's just going to shorten the time to 10 minutes.
Wow, okay.
So it's like a big progress.
Yeah, that's huge.
Right. And there is an area which is actually my favorite.
Yeah.
Duty-free shop. And
Yes.
when you go into those shops, you will find out that they're all using the electronic sales labels with an IoT technology.
Right.
So traditionally, actually, IoT network and Wi-Fi network, they're two separate networks, but they're using the same frequency. So as a problem, they're going to interfere each other.
Okay.
So in this case, it's going to cause like a sales label upgrade failure.
Yes, yeah.
But with Huawei Wi-Fi 6 APs, that we got a reserved slot for IoT extensions, and you can just plug an IoT module into the APs, and you can have a convergent network with both Wi-Fi and IoT.
Okay.
In this case, you can reduce the interference between each other. So in this case, you can have the price upgrade reach to 100%.
100%, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing. Now I can see how Wi-Fi 6 is really transforming enterprises in so many different areas, from workspaces, production, and services.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much, Daisy, for sharing with us today.
Thank you, Sam.
Thanks, everyone. And if you'd like to find out any more information, please visit our official website, or you can visit one of Huawei's local sales offices. Thank you.